Uh-oh, the mug is out. Means I'm about to spill some tea. Alright, friends. So this is the first video in this series where I review Phantom film adaptations. I'll also be doing this with books, so look out for that. Keep in mind, there are a ton of spoilers in this, so if you haven't seen this one and don't want it ruined, click away now. I decided to start with this one because this is the Phantom film I probably get the most heated about. And my friends will definitely tell you that. This film, starring Julian Sands and Dario Argento, was directed by revered horror director Dario Argento. Thing is, Phantom is not supposed to be a horror story. I find that to be an absolute cop-out when people do this. Go straight in the horror direction and just completely ignore the highly complicated emotional layers of the story. You want to give people cheap thrills? Use different source material. So there's my first problem with this movie. Next, let's just state the most obvious problem. Eric isn't disfigured. No, he is a perfectly average looking dude just chilling out in the cellars of an opera house for reasons unknown. No disfigurement, no mask. Literally the cornerstone of the story of the Phantom of the Opera has just been wiped into oblivion. Something else you should know about this Eric is that he was raised by rats. That's right, I said rats. The entire opening scene shows this ridiculous backstory, which gets even weirder as the film progresses. Christine in this is also just wrong on so many levels. First of all, she's a bit of a hoe, and also a bit of a narcissistic bitch. And just a little bit psychotic. Like, what the f is this?
What do you want me to do?
Oh, did I mention Eric is psychic? Yeah, he's psychic. She can hear him inside her head. He is literally inside her mind. Carlotta is also, just hella special. Just, who was the makeup artist? Who made these choices? The other problem that I have with this movie, which again messes with the entire plot, is the copious amounts of sex involved. Yup. Screw Christine's innocence, which is supposed to, greatly contribute to her mixed feelings about Eric. Right away, just... When I first saw this version, this was a time in my life when I was still very naive to the fact that pretty much all of the movie adaptations of the novel are awful. There are only two that I have seen so far that I actually like. And they each also have their flaws, which I will get to in another video. So, I was expecting a very LaRue faithful storyline with accurate character portrayals, and definitely not the super awkward nudity and sex that accompanied this movie. Therefore, the first time that I watched it, I was watching with my mother. Mom strikes again. Thankfully, my mom is not a huge prude and just started laughing her ass off because I was a prude and she knew that I had to be freaking out. She just dryly states, "Well, Em, there's the Phantom's body." Now, when I said the whole deal with the rats gets even weirder, I was not kidding. Brace yourself. After the first time Eric and Christine... She wakes up the next morning to find Eric hiding out in another room with rats all over him doing things. Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking. What the f***, Argento? This is what finally freaks Christine out and makes her a little toward Eric. After that, she rightfully hauls ass out of there. As if they have not already f***ed up Eric's character enough as it is, he also apparently likes to go about biting people's noses off, like he does to the complete pedophile manager. Yes, the manager is a literal pedophile. Naturally, being an Argento film, there's a ton of gore. And he made some really sad attempts at CGI and green screen that were just freaking ridiculous and cringy as hell. I know it was 1998, but God. The other thing that bothers me about this film is really just a personal issue. Ral is actually likable, especially in comparison to this holy shit psycho Eric. He's actually very sweet and caring and just a generally pretty good guy. This Eric is so f***ed up that I actually prefer Ral in this. That never happens. I am Team Eric. Always have been, always will be. But they screwed him up so badly in this movie that I'm like, yeah, Christine, you need to get the f*** out, like, now. But no, ladies and gentlemen, this one, the one where he truly is a psychotic, bestiality-committing cannibal, this is the version where she wants to stay with him. Ral has to literally drag her out. I can't even with this movie. Oh. I really have a hard time finding one redeeming quality. Except for there was one gem of a moment that had me in tears with laughter, even though it wasn't supposed to be funny. When Joseph Bouquet waltzes out on stage in the middle of Christine's aria and calls her a whore.
She, Christine Daae, with her virginal look, is no less than the Phantom's whore!
We all love to hate Christine. So, my rating for this film? 1 out of 10. And that 1 star is just because it gave me some hilarious memories. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you have any suggestions for movies or books for me to watch or read and review. Leave them in the comments below and I will get to them as soon as I can. Most importantly, stay fantastic with a PH and keep your hand at the level of your eyes. Bye!
I'm not a phantom. I'm a rat.
I love animals.